The lost colony of Zorath was erased in a single night, or so the galaxy believed. On the edge of mapped space, humanity's farthest settlement burned beneath alien skies, its final transmission cut mid-scream. Years later, drifting through the wreckage, one human signal still pulsed, a heartbeat in the void. He was listed as the only survivor, but survival on Zorath had never meant safety. His name was Elias Cade, an engineer, not a soldier, assigned to maintain Zorath's atmospheric core. When the Crane Armada arrived, their bioships tore through defenses in minutes. Colonists ran, aliens screamed, and the sky itself cracked open. Elias survived only because he was underground, sealing a reactor that should have killed him, along with everything else. When Elias emerged, Zorath was silent. Not ruined, not damaged, emptied. Bodies were gone. Structures stood untouched. Even the alien fauna had vanished. The Crane hadn't destroyed the colony. They had harvested it. Every living thing, stripped away for a purpose no one understood. Alone beneath foreign stars, Elias realized survival had condemned him to witness. He searched for weeks, rationing air, water, and hope. Then he found the vault. Beneath the colony lay an alien human research chamber, sealed by orders no one questioned. Inside waited Zorath's secret, an ancient construct older than both species, humming with impossible energy. It wasn't a weapon. It was a warning humanity had ignored. The construct awakened when Elias touched it, flooding his mind with visions. The Crane were not conquerors. They were wardens. Zorath sat atop a prison, and humanity had drilled straight into its lock. The colony's population had been taken to reinforce failing seals across the stars. Elias wasn't spared. He was chosen. The twist cut deeper than loss. Humanity wasn't the victim. It was the threat. The construct showed Elias the truth. A dormant entity, older than time, feeding on expanding civilizations. Zorath's growth had awakened it. The Crane harvested populations to slow its rise. Elias now carried the key to either finish the seal, or shatter it forever. The Crane returned, surrounding Zorath in silence. They did not fire. They waited. Through fractured translation they spoke to Elias, naming him bearer of choice. Help them reinforce the prison, condemning trillions to controlled extinction, or free the entity and gamble on humanity's defiance. Either path demanded sacrifice beyond one life. Elias chose humanity, not innocence. He broadcast the truth to Earth, breaking quarantine laws and igniting panic. Fleets mobilized. Politicians denied. Admirals prepared war. For the first time, humanity faced an enemy it could not shoot. The message ended with a promise. Zorath would become either humanity's grave or its proving ground. War came anyway. Human ships clashed with Crane wardens across Zorath's orbit, metal against living hulls. Losses mounted on both sides. Elias descended into the construct as battle raged above, knowing the prison could not survive another hour. To save everyone, someone had to become part of the lock. The construct demanded a living anchor, a consciousness capable of adaptation and defiance. Elias understood the cruelty of it. The Crane had no such minds left. Humanity did. He linked himself fully, memories unraveling as the entity screamed against its chains. In that moment, Elias stopped being a survivor and became a barrier. The battle froze. Crane ships withdrew. Human weapons powered down. Across the system, the entity's presence dimmed, forced back into slumber. Zorath cracked but did not die. Elias's body vanished, absorbed into the construct. The galaxy recorded him as deceased. The crane named him something else entirely. Decades passed. Humanity expanded again, but slower, wiser. Zorath became forbidden space, guarded jointly by humans and crane. Deep within the construct, Elias remained aware, watching civilizations rise without awakening the hunger beyond. He was alone but not forgotten. His thoughts echoed through the lock like quiet thunder. Children learned his name in school, framed as legend and warning. The man who saved humanity by becoming less than human. Yet legends never tell the full truth. Elias was not trapped. He was learning, evolving alongside the construct, understanding the entity better than its creators ever had. The major truth remained hidden. The entity was not pure destruction. It was a test, a cosmic filter. Elias realized the prison could be changed into a gate, allowing only civilizations capable of restraint to pass unharmed. Humanity, flawed and stubborn, had taken its first step. When a new species approached Zorath centuries later, weapons primed and fearful, Elias spoke through the construct. Not as a god but as a human voice offering a choice. Turn back and survive, or advance and be judged by what you protect, not what you conquer. The aliens withdrew. Word spread. Zorath was no longer a graveyard but a threshold. Humanity's legacy shifted from expansion to guardianship. Elias remained at the center, not ruling, not worshipped, simply holding the line between hunger and hope. The crane, once feared, became allies and students. They learned that humanity's greatest weapon was not firepower, but refusal to surrender its conscience. Elias guided them, sharing the burden he had carried alone for so long. Though centuries passed, Elias never aged. He felt time differently now, measured in civilizations rather than years. He had lost his body, his home, his future. In return, humanity gained a chance to grow without devouring everything in its path. The Lost Colony of Zorath was reclassified. Not as a failure, not as a massacre, but as humanity's crucible. From its silence emerged a legacy stronger than conquest. Elias Cade, the only survivor, became the reason no one else had to be. And somewhere within the construct, a human mind still stands guard, facing the darkness humanity once awakened. The galaxy sleeps safer because one man refused to die quietly. Zorath was lost, but from its ashes, humanity found something greater than survival. It found responsibility.